hit it. That's wrench tight in. Might be able to still get a 1/4 inch drive on those. That side.
Ooh, maybe.
3/8, 1/4 inch.
Front motor blade.
That's pretty much where we're at.
Huh?
That's pretty much where we're at.
Yeah.
You want to take these motor plate both times?
Realistically, just on that side.
Yeah.
Steering can, or steering
Trading fluid and
Oh yeah.
You do that other nut.
I mean, we can. That's probably smart.
I just think it's
Soak up some of the shit.
You're right.
I mean, you probably already know that, but it's 5. Number 5.
Oh, but it's fine. Valve cover fell off.
Oh, okay.
So all the oil ran down the side of the engine into the hole.
Yep.
It's got a fucking. It's got a strap. That's what it was.
You got a 5 tool?
Not that's gonna work on that though. Put it all back in here. Keep it all together.
I mean, I don't think it's stopping it, but
No. That one right there.
They're all right.
pretty close. Like new.
Bumped over it. It hit
If I take that some bitch shut right there and just leave it.
I'm gonna beat it out.
Yeah.
Try to beat it flat.
Weld that motherfucker up.
Shake it back. I'll
Probably
try to roll
$800
it up.
paint, ain't it?
Huh?
How much is that painting?
Yeah, it's a grand plus.
I figured it was at least $800.
Oh, that you could weld that easy.
It's over $2,000 for the oil pump and the oil pan.
When you
Bra-
get it.
brass,
Kit.
brass ball peen. Brush. But when you clean in the crack, at the ends of it, use brass as you start to take a lot back together. You ever use brass, this strike brass brush on a chunk of fucking aluminum before you start TIG welding? Try it one time. You'll probably be surprised what
What the
happens.
fuck you get a brass brush at?
It's just fucking steel or regular steel brush.
shop.
It's not
Steel brush?
They're gold.
brass.
Air
Yeah, the
gas.
gold one.
Go to air gas right down the road from
Probably
the
got one.
Yeah, that's
I think
there's
I
probably one
I
here.
got one, but I used it for something other than aluminum, so I'll have to get another.
I'd say Tim's got brass brushes.
Oh, it
Tim
contaminates.
Brown's got
It'll
brass
contaminate the
brushes.
fuck out of it when you try to weld.
Well, it does. That's why. That's why
Yeah.
brass is or the gold one.
I'll just have to go get some shit. I gotta get the old paint off of it. I think the engine's good.
Good.
I feel like it is anyway.
It shut down impact or you out there.
Yeah, he was off throttle.
Fuck if I know.
He was basically out on item.
Well,
We couldn't hear it.
Oh yeah, I was off the throttle. I was off the throttle as soon as it got to the right.
what I'm trying to figure out is how long it ran after the wreck.
I think it died on impact.
That's what I'm asking.
That's what
If not, the impact was 1 second.
Yeah.
The total, both
Yeah.
impacts was a second and a half. It was shut off.
It wasn't sitting there running when he got there. Is what I'm saying.
The pan was on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say, did you miss the part where he said he hit his head at 130?
It surprised me as hard as it hit, it didn't shut itself off by shoving the fucking off switch
It was
forward.
backwards-ish.
Huh?
It was backwards-ish.
Yeah, that's why.
So, hang some weight on that motherfucker. That way, if I do hit something head on, it kills it automatically.
There again, the motor tried to come out the front.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was. I think that's from where it hooked that
Yeah,
corner.
and swung it. Yeah,
That's
I'm with you.
absolutely what
It was just the force.
Did you go down and look at it?
My,
Have you seen the dirt in the fucking driver's door seal?
yeah.
Well, go down there and find me where the fuck that would have come from. Because there's a chunk, there's a spot, there's a section of this crack that ain't making any
And we'll
sense.
have to get these.
Well, at $1.20, a lot of things don't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I got one valve cover bolt hole that's don't have a fucking stud broke off or a bolt broke off in it. It broke the rest of them off.
What's out on the other head still?
19.
But then you still got your pistons and yeah, so it's not realistic.
Alright, so I got lost. Been driving around for a while trying to figure out where the hell I was, get enough service to do so. Made my way to Bartlett, I believe is what it is. And I don't know if we can see here, but I got a broken belt in the front tire bouncing all over the damn place. But I stopped at a gas station is where I found some service out in the middle of it. It's a BP. So I am now headed in the right direction, and he is headed towards me to find me. So if he said if he passes me, he'll just turn around, get in front of me. But I got some, and I've never had these. Some of these Southern Sweet Heat Barbecue. I don't even know what they're called. I'm guessing, I don't know. That's what it's called. But anyway, good. I like them. I'm a fan. Probably the most promising thing that's happened to me in a little bit here. So I'm happy with that. Hopefully, we're only like 20 some minutes away from where this shell is at. He's headed toward me, so hopefully it's not too bad, and there's a different route to go home maybe that isn't so messed up, and I have a little bit of service, because I lost service and somehow missed turns and ended up way out in the hills.
I did put a real thin piece of metal over this just to do away with the holes, but you can see the original strut towers are perfect.
Okay.
See where I've just tacked it up the sides?
Yeah.
But the strut towers they've not been plated, anything like that.
Okay.
The frame rails, the cars,
Right.
I mean, it doesn't. The quarters, this is just skin putty. There's a little bit of rust showing through where it wasn't treated, but there's no metal. There's no patch panels put in it, nowhere. The battle boxes are in excellent shape. It's
Good
got
deal.
the 2x3 sub 4.
Yeah.
I can show you on that side.
Through the
This
floor
door doesn't.
subframe connectors.
Yeah, I cut right at the cross member. The frame rail kind of goes up and it ups and ups again.
Yeah.
So I cut the bottom out of it so that I could stick
Set
the
it
rail down in it flush.
Keep somewhat of the floor anyway.
Yeah,
Some of the
it was
height.
supposed to be a street car.
Got you.
But you can see where if not, the rail would have been that high clear.
Right.
So I dropped it down and then I notched the top of the rail, shoved it back, channeled it in.
Cool.
It's got a Wild Rides battle box reinforcement in that side, and here's the part of it. It's rusted.
Okay.
But-
That'll clean up and weld in.
Yeah, you can see I've already put this side in. It's just missing the piece on that side,
Okay.
which it's in here. So here's the piece for the battle box, and then the hoop piece. You can bolt them in, and I just
Right.
weld them in. So I'm missing this quarter glass. I do have a cluster. Right there's a sumped gas tank. The cage was actually done pretty well. But the actual bars come all the way up and run clear back. That's why I cut these spot welds and
Okay.
then cut this, because the bar goes all the way back and ties into the cage.
Okay. Cool. Alright, we're headed back. I just pulled out. It's kind of hard to see in a video. But you can see the steering wheel and my hand shaking here. That is the broken belt in the tire, and it keeps pulling it to the left. So hopefully we can make it without any issues. It's about 2 hours. We did get the car. I'm unsure on what I'm going to do with it yet. We're going to try and figure out what the plan is for it once I get it home and get everything pulled out of it and all that, actually see what it is. So we do have it. It seems to be a rather solid, really solid coupe, so I hate to cut it up, honestly, but if one must die for another to live, you know how that goes.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and strap it for a minute.
Strap it. Hurry. You want to block under there, Caleb?
No, it's actually not too bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, once I got into position, it was fine. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit more.
A little bit more.
This is all I got.
Go ahead. I'll hold it. Choke up the strap, and just that way we can sit it here. All right, hold on a second.
one back there?
Yep.
We're over here in Chillicothe at Norris Collision Center. Buddy of mine works over here, and we are putting the car on the frame rack to see what we can do. See how bad it is, how hard it's going to pull. So yeah, that's what we're doing this evening. Nice Chevelle sitting in here. So keep pulling, it's pulling it back. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, it broke.
Fucking it's hot.
I should have brought him right here with me.
Hard to start the pile up. About to start pooling. See what happens. No, it's nothing like this. It's actually moving the top up there too. It was moving the A-pillar. I wasn't even paying attention. I was watching that down there.
I'm watching for this thing to blow off 30 kills.
Huh?
So watch for that strap to break kills.
I doubt the strap's gonna break.
I hope not. You got a razor blade trim your
Blue.
whatever.
Still mangled up, but it's coming. There it is. Y'all, you want me to get it?
Here, take a swing out of that, Thor.
Coming around. Be some beat marks, but definitely starting to form and take shape. It's what?
So it's around halfway decent compared to what it was.
Oh yeah. At least you can see what it is now.
Yeah.
Before it had no shape other than smashed.
Yeah. Real fucking smash. See if you can hold the dolly on any of this.
All right, here we go with the engine assessment-ish. I've got the oil pan off of it. Everything seems fine down on the bottom end. The valve cover, I have not done a leak down on it or anything yet. The valve cover was pushed into the rockers and everything. Everything is spinning and moving fine. Valve lash is still the same. Eventually, I'll get the opportunity to come out here and spend some time with it. I just kind of been bouncing real quick as I'm with Darren this week and weekend. Jess and Allie are out on vacation for Allie's senior trip. Rolling it over, I don't believe there's anything bent in the crank. Checking here as I roll it, everything seems all right. We can definitely see the vacuum pump shaft is bent. So I'm gonna probably just send it back to Moroso and let them do their thing and check everything. I can buy a kit and redo it myself, but I'd rather have them check it just to make sure it's on point. Transmission seems fine. There's part of the front end. But yeah, there's nothing going on with the transmission other than it broke the dump valve bracket here, which we can see. It's right there and here, and technically I can weld that back together. So moving on to the oil pan, this is what we got with the oil pan. Good thing is the rail didn't move, it's still flat. Let me move this back a little bit. Yeah, the rail didn't move here, it's still flat, but it's got a pretty nice dent and then a hole right there. It's got a dent here and back here. It's messed up pretty good. And then if we can see, it split that down in there. So I've got a good bit of work to do to this to try to bring it back. What I'm trying to debate on is whether I should cut the sections out, flatten them and weld them back in, or try to beat it back in shape and then weld what needs welded. So that's where I'm at with the oil pan. For me to get another one from Jeff Johnson, I believe that thing's over $1,000 for the oil pan. That's honestly nothing special, but I haven't talked to him about prices. So yeah, that's where we're at on the engine. I believe it's good. It's just got some messed up parts there. And then, like, come over here, you can see this is another set of front wheels. Another set of front wheels all bent. Motor plates are bent. We all could see that from the get-go. So that's where we're at on it. And I'm going to work to try to fix what I can fix and get replaced what I need to replace over the coming weeks as I can, and see if we can't get this thing back together sometime in the near future. And then see if the car actually works or if it's not gonna work. Like, I know sometimes when you wreck them, they won't ever work right again. We'll see what this one does. I don't think the cage, we haven't pulled any kind of square measurements or anything, but I don't think the cage was moved too much, or the back half of the car. So realistically, if it's just the front that got affected, I don't think that should really hinder us much. So yeah, that's where we're at, and we're going to push forward and see what we can do. Thanks, everybody.